Coach Mike McConathy, Demon basketball coach. The Demons getting ready for one game this week, Saturday afternoon in Prather Coliseum against Missouri Valley. More importantly at this point than one game is that time away from games. So how has your team evolved since last Tuesday's game at Waco, and what do you anticipate seeing the evolution be like going into Saturday's game?
Well, I mean, we had a great whatever you want to call it. We did a great job at Baylor. And we were able to come back, and we took a day off and we got back, and then we worked individual workouts on Thursday and Friday, full team workout on Saturday because we're right in the middle of finals. They began Wednesday. And so just trying to gradually get ourselves in a position, working on things, fine-tuning things up to where we can try to be more effective. I think that we did some good things. We still have got a tremendous amount of defensive work and a tremendous amount of rebounding work to do. We've got severely out-rebounded at Baylor. It's understandable when one guy gets more rebounds than your whole team. But I mean, we just didn't do a very good job. We got to be more competitive, not getting a lot of rebounding out of our interior people. But they were a large team, and we just got to do a better job. But trying to get better for Saturday, but get better for January 2nd.
Well, let's turn the tables and say, what did you get better at in the Baylor game, and what have you gotten better at since then?
I would say in that game we shot 49 shots. I think we probably only had 6 to 7 bad shots. And technically you'd say, well, they're not bad shots. Well, they were shot too early in the shot clock, or they came at a bad place after particular situations. We had 6 straight free throws and we took a three-pointer. We don't need to do that. We had bonus, double bonus, got to the free throw line, should have taken care of getting back to the free throw line.
How important was that performance for your team, coming off a couple of lopsided losses on the road and coming against a nationally ranked team?
I thought it was really important, and one reason it was really important because we played that way against Arizona. The kids were frustrated. We played against Auburn, played against Arkansas, and we ran up and down the floor and we got beat severely. Then we played the way we did at Arizona. We were better at it, but it created problems for our opponent, and they had to adjust to us. They didn't think that we would come in and do that because we had played fast, and it created problems for them, and we got late in the shot clock and got some good shots. Of course, the key to it is you got to make shots when you get late in the shot clock. But we did do that. I thought Devontae Hall made some shots. I thought Sabri Thompson made some shots. Zeke Woodley made some shots. Didn't get Issues involved offensively. We liked him to, but there again, it had a lot to do with who was guarding him.
So now, without Jalen, you've redefined what this team's going to have to be and what it needs to be successful. What is that in a nutshell?
We got to take care of the basketball. We only had 9 turnovers, and really and truly only 8, because one of those was a 30-second violation at the end of the game that, we had 8 turnovers, really. And it counted 9 in the books. But, I mean, you got to keep your turnovers under 10. And if you keep your turnovers under 10, and that's when we can really be effective, and if we get back and do a better job on transition defense, which I think that we will within time, and we rebound, this team can be a team that can score some points, but pick and choose when we're going to go get those points. I felt like in the game against Baylor, we had 3 or 4 different times that we could have gone over the top to a guy running to the goal if we would have seen him 1 and 2, if the post would have run, because they were tired.
Now, what we all tend to forget based on the last 3 years is the best team ever at Northwestern wasn't the highest scoring team ever at Northwestern. 10 years ago, your team went to the NCAA tournament, beat Iowa, and while that was a team that was effective offensively, it wasn't an explosive, running up and down the floor team.
It wasn't, and the other thing about it was it was a team that would go through scoring droughts. And those scoring droughts led us to having to come back from large deficits at point. Case in the Iowa game, we're down 17 with 7-something to go and came back and won the game. Again, we were down severely against West Virginia, came back and cut it to 6 or 8 in the last 6 or 7 minutes of the game before they stretched it on out to 13. So, we just got to be able to do what we do well and play within ourselves. And if we play within ourselves, then we can be effective.
Okay, you're having final exams all this week. Is Saturday's Missouri Valley game somewhat of a final exam for this team?
You know, no, because we've still got missing parts. I mean, we got Trayvon Joseph, we've got Colby Kuntz, who's been working back out, got set back down today for another issue, trying to clear up some medical issues there. But those two guys, we don't know where I mean, I know where Trayvon Joseph fits. I don't know where Colby fits. But I believe Colby will go in the game and he will rebound and he will defend. And that's something with a big body that we have not had.
All right, and you have one other intriguing addition to your roster.
Daniel Hazelwood is the quarterback from the Demon football team, can really shoot the basketball. Came in after the season was over and played in some JV games and had 20-plus points a couple of times, 28 I think in one game and maybe 29 in another game. He really can shoot the ball. Going to take him time to adjust, but still it's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity not only for us, but it's a great opportunity for him. He's a young man that loves basketball. Chose the football route because that was the way that he felt like he's going to be able to get a scholarship to go to. And great character kid, just awesome person. You can't hurt yourself when you get quality individuals on your team.
And if you need to throw a court length pass at the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one item that we need to start working on.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Mike.